Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to the continuing adventures of Arcanus, the Deep Elf Mage. Mage because, well, I haven't really settled on a style for him yet. He's actually a wizard by birth. Where last we left off, I had found Vehmet altars, cleared most of the early dungeon, and I'm on floor 9 now, so really I'm hoping to reach Lair pretty damn soon, but there's no guarantee of that. I've had bad luck finding good books, though I have found the Book of Conjuration, so I've got some options, including Lightning Bolt. I've had some good luck, though, in that I found this plus 5 int pair of boots, which is nice. And, yeah, I've been reluctant to... Oh yeah, I got this nifty Fire Strength Ring, which will eventually be very nice for me. I've been reluctant to randomly quaff potions, and because I'm afraid of being mutated. All of these could be very basic. Some of them could be dangerous. I don't know, and I probably won't for a while. That's okay. Got a decent pair of wands. And there's a lot of stuff that I haven't found yet. Yeah, what do you want from me, guys? That's where I stand. Otherwise, though, things are going well. So far, I've been focusing conjurations primarily. I would have done more spell casting, but thanks to all my int boosts, I haven't needed to for the sake of hunger for a while, and I'm still waiting on a level 4 spell. I'm working with Vehmet, and I've already reached the point where he is willing to give me back mana on kills, and beautiful, 2 ID scrolls on 1 floor. This will be good for my potion stock. You know, once I clear the welcoming party, which may not actually happen because I just missed with the lightning bolt. Pull the hippogriff upstairs. Self-mephitic is fine as long as he gets hit too. Backing up. Get a double zap. You'll notice that the bolt of lightning hit him once and then again because it bounced off the wall. Because I'm so hungry, I'm just going to hit him. There we go. Oh yeah, I am using the Captain's Cutlass, which is apparently a goddamn awesome weapon. I just thought it was a good weapon, but no, it is apparently an amazing weapon for damage output. High accuracy, high damage bonuses. I'll show you the description for those of you who don't know what it is. Unfortunately, I'm going to trade it out the moment I get something with good resist, probably, but for the time being, at least, I've got a good weapon. Now, what was it that I was so afraid of downstairs? Hungry Ghost and a pair of orcs. I can fight them. What I can't fight is a hill giant. I'll take the Hungry Ghost upstairs, but after this we're trying a different staircase. Hungry Ghosts are a good excuse to blink. Played right, there's no reason to take pretty much any damage from them. Or hunger from them. Different staircase down. Wow, that wasn't a whole lot better. Let's mass mephitic ASAP. And now there's only one non-mephitic target, so let's just pick him off. Yeah, and then we'll get to work on the rest of these guys. Notice that I am at full mana thanks to Vehmet. And heck, I actually just got a promotion. I now have bonus range on my conjurations. Let's peg off this guy as well. This guy as well. This guy as well. Hey, you guys keep coming. That's fine with me. I'll just keep shooting you until I have no mana left. Okay, that's the power of Magic Dart. Mephitic Cloud. Scroll of Blinking is a good escape mechanism. Scroll of ID. So there's at least 3 ID scrolls that I found on this floor. That's finally a good number. Let's ID the gluggy and white usually means porridge. I don't know if that's just my bias or if that's what I've seen a lot, so I'm going to ignore that for now and just get to work on the other ones. Ooh, invis, slowing, might. I obviously don't have any use for a slowing potion since I don't use evaporate, and more importantly, I guess that is enough. Also, Evaporate won't exist after a while for those of you who like it. It's going! I'm sorry. Wow, Magic Dart is damaging this guy a lot. How powerful is my Magic Dart? Maxed. Which is actually not as good as it sounds, because the fact that it's maxed means it won't be getting any better. Enemies will now be outgrowing it, rather than it growing to face new challenges. The fact that it's maxed before Lair, though, means, hey, I've got... Damn it, I forgot not to. And it was, in fact, a Potion of Porridge, exactly like I predicted. Definitely want to get you from out of range. Put on... Wait, where's my repel missiles? Dude, you're just ignoring way too much Mephitic. Elven Buckler! Yay! Minimal effect on spellcasting. And, incidentally, I can probably drop some of these trade-off. Bucklers require, on a Spriggan, like 5 levels to negate their penalty. But on a Deep Elf, or on a normal-sized creature, I should say, it only requires 1, so it's actually a lot faster. I've also neglected to ID all these rings I've picked up. The thing about ring IDing is... Hang on. This situation just got heavy and I don't want to make a mistake. I want to funnel them all into this choke point and then kill them, because Lajatongs can be quite dangerous. There's no way to do this without hitting myself. Thank God. Okay, no brand on it, so yay. And I am officially starving because of all those lightning bolts. Let's grab a ration of some kind, I guess. Quick recovery. Ooh, an ice beast. Gotcha. I need to stop blowing my lightning bolts this fast, considering that my hunger is so bad. In fact, let's go ahead and start training spellcasting again to start working on the spell hunger for it. The moment I finish off either shields or fighting, I'm turning that skill back on. Normally, it's a bad idea to train more than one skill at once, because normally your character has sufficiently low aptitudes that in order to see a real return on investment, you should really just be doing one at a time. But this character has all positive aptitudes with the sole exception of fighting for everything I've trained. Not even 0, like bonuses. So I feel it's more acceptable to multi-train. Also, I get a subjective feeling of, well, let's do both, because both seem cool to me, as opposed to the objective, which is, if I did one then the other, it would actually be better for my character. Okay. What is this? Scroll of Fear. Yeah, thing about ring IDing is, as much as I prefer it because many rings do not identify what they do when you wear them, there's really no harm in trying on rings randomly when you have the ability to remove curse and get them off if they turn out to be bad for you. So I'm actually going to do that with these rings right now. Well, it's a good thing I have the ability to remove curse, because that literally is exactly what I needed. This one was an evade. Evade and bonus AC rings identify right away. And I think intelligence and strength and dex rings do as well. Okay, let's just... I do prefer actually 3 evade to 1 intelligence, so I will keep this ring for now. Especially given that I'm wearing massive intelligence boosting boots. Captain's Cutlass, bitches. Deal with it. In fact, how hard is it to train blades? 0 aptitude. I should probably stick a couple points in this just to make it a little bit more dangerous. It's already pretty awesome, but I can make it even more awesome. Thing is, once I find, again, the moment I find a better thing for my weapon slot, I'm never going to use this again. And a better thing I'm defining as anything which helps my casting. So it's pretty much a given that this is not going to be my endgame item. And that any short blade skill I train will be useless by the end of the game. Still, if not finding another book persists all the way into the lair, then I might have to really start beefing up my alternative damage options. Here's definitely a situation where having a powerful sword makes me feel very good. Okay, one more floor, still no lair. So my first bit of bad luck is that the lair is already very low. It'll either be 12 or 13, but still, wow, okay, I guess I'm only on 11, so it's not as bad as it could have been. Throw out mass confusion, and then start stabbing things with my, or whacking things with my sword. I want that book. Definitely going sword here. Yay! One of the most important goddamn spells in the fucking game for this character will be swiftness, and he just got it. My survivability just went up like 20%, because now I have the ability to run at I think even Spriggan speeds, actually. I'm not sure if it's that fast. Also, I would like to memorize flight, just so I have it, though I doubt I'll actually need it. And I can burn this particular book to get rid of it later on, because there's nothing else in this book that I'm ever going to want. So perfect. I now have a decent set of utility spells, of which 1, 2, 3, 4 spells of mine require air. This is a good excuse to train air for a little while. Let's get air at least up to level 3. And the thing about the fact that it anti-trains my earth magic, which I will eventually want more, that's true, but also I'm a deep elf. I can handle anti-training. You know, not level 25 anti-training, but if I only have a skill up to level 5 or so, it's not a big deal to just burn through that with my +1 to everything. Lightning bolts are extremely noisy. I know, it's obvious, but I mean, mechanically, Crawl considers them very noisy. You can wake up half a floor by casting a lightning bolt. Well, you can wake up several nearby creatures by casting a lightning bolt. I did it on purpose because the idea of waking up enemies and having them come to me in a floor like this, rather than me trekking further and further away from the nearby staircases, is very tempting. In fact, I'm actually making good on that logic right now. I don't know if you guys can pick up on it or not, but actually, I think this is seriously the first ruined robe I've come across the entire game. Fire resist. Okay, it's not gonna last. I'm gonna end up wanting something else pretty soon, but till then, it's better than nothing. But yeah, the reason I went backwards was, again, to just make sure my retreat path was safe, and it was. I had to clear a couple enemies, so perfect. Ooh, crystal ball. I will eventually make good use of this. Not for a while, though, so with any good luck, depending how long I live, you guys will get to see exactly why I consider the crystal ball as good as I do. Okay, you're dead. New book. nothing of interest. Sublimation of Blood is supposedly a good spell, but I consider it too tedious to use and or too much risk to my health since I have to use it on myself. I'm not going to take 2 or 3 turns to wield chunks for mana back in most situations. Let's lose the Book of Death. And since there's no spells in it that I need to memorize anymore, we'll lose the Book of Minor Magic too. I can always come back for these guys later if I need to unlearn a spell. Yeah, you guys die with your goddamn herd mentality. Die now. All of you die now. That includes you, yak boy. Okay. Vehement Piety is gradually going up, but gradual is key there. I mean, it's taking its dear sweet time. And he's only going to give me the Book of Conjurations, I think, by the time I really need better spells, which I already have, so yeah. Not really relying on this guy right now. I do want that Book of Power eventually. Kill that wyvern. Man, alright. Just kill. So I got an ID scroll. Let's go on at these potions a little bit longer. Yay! I have identified all the potions and many of them sucked. Unfortunately, I didn't identify the one potion I really wanted ID'd, namely Cause Mutation. Also, just because of the way probability works, now that I have ruled out so many possibilities, let's look at the list of unknown potions. Gain Dex, Int, and Strength are very, very rare, as is Gain Experience, so that's 4 I don't have to look at. There's Magic, Mutation, Paralysis, Strong Poison, Decay, Cure Mutation, Coag, Blood, Brilliance, Blood, and Agility. In other words, it's about half potions that I would really rather not waste, and half potions that I don't care either way about. So not a good situation with regards to the ID game at this point. What can you do? Stab you to death, no, sir. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. That's nom 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 nom. Actually, I'm not carrying any chunks, am I? Yeah, I need to lose weight. And hey, if I haven't dropped the degeneration potions yet, now's a hell of a time to do it. What else can I lose here? Guess the wands I can start hacking away at. I have plenty of single target small damage into Flame and Frost, so I'll lose generic Magic Dart, which I already have, and pick up some chunks while I do. Okay, on I go. I don't want to lose the Troll Leather Armor possibility, because Troll Leather Armor is just fantastic. It's even better than I used to think, for reasons I will explain if I get it. But there's the probability, quite frankly, that if I drop the Troll Leather Armor, I'll forget to pick it up before trying a random scroll, and I'll miss my opportunity to enchant it. Okay, Flagged Portal. Let's see what we got here. These are usually at the Bailey. These are usually places that require me to fight large numbers of orcs and or hobgoblins, or fight a lot of people who have ranged attacks without range. Since I have ranged attacks and Mephitic Cloud, I should be able to win many of these fights. And I have Repel Missiles, so let's turn that on immediately just in case. Deep Elf. That's odd. Well, I have a damn good sword, so you're not going to last, because I'm a Deep Elf too, and I hate my own kind. Holy Wrath, eh? I don't really want it, but I don't have a good reason not to carry it with me, at least. Except that it's heavy. drop it for now, and maybe I'll come back for it later, depending on how I'm feeling. How I'm inclined at the time. These are deep elf summoners and deep... God damn it, these are strong fucking enemies to put so early in the dungeon. I'm gonna make sure they're mephitic ASAP. Yeah, I'm not actually entirely sure they can't cast me into the abyss. I guess in fairness to the Crawl random number god, they are giving me the opportunity to retreat. But as long as I can keep myself safely sequestered with Mephitic in between me and them, I'm okay. And the loot here is probably going to be really nice if I can clear it out. Because they're all deep elves, which means they're probably going to drop stuff. Not they're all deep elves. There are a lot of deep elves, which means there's probably going to be folk dropping stuff that I like. I lost a pair of good potions to a puff of frost, and I'm going to lose another at the rate I'm going. So definitely keep repel missiles on to prevent that kind of thing from happening again, and shoot you from range. Do I have a potion of magic? I do not. This is interesting. You know that potion of Berserk Rage I have? I can temporarily give myself a shit ton of hit points and a bonus to speed on attacks and extra strength while wielding this cutlass, which already is a speed cutlass. Put all that together for a few, for if I need to, like I'm low mana and I'm at melee with things, I can temporarily become a Nova melee character and actually make very good use of this potion of Berserk Rage, so I'm going to hang on to that as a backup possibility. Definitely want to be systematic in my exploration. Elven Longbow of Frost. Damn. If I ever decide to switch into bows, which I don't think I ever will, that's an ideal weapon. Longbows are just much more powerful than bows, and Elven is a nice is a nice ego for an elf. Now what? Another deep elf that needs scuppering. You know what? While I have his location pinged, let's make sure to lightning bolt him. Close the door. Okay. Next trial. Let's lightning bolt him while he's in the corner. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead. There we go. He's down. How am I doing for spell hunger on lightning bolt, by the way? It is going down. It's not at all near zero or anything, but it's going down. Okay. Next. He's a deep elf knight. I can only assume that means he's a bitch in melee. Okay, I'm becoming more confused, not less, so I'm going to cure out of this now. Because that was a nice gambit, but I don't want to miss my opportunity to kill him. Air magic hit 4, turning it off. Don't want to... I can train it up to 5. After that, I start really asking myself about anti-training. Okay, a lot of good loot here. Let's, well, see how good it is. A second copy of the Book of Air. I will take this with me so that I can more easily unmemorize stuff. A lot of money and 2 scrolls. Now, my experience leads me to believe Baileys often give me enchant weapon scrolls, so I'm going to wield a weapon that I might be able to enchant before test rating these scrolls. It's allowing me to choose, which means it could be enchant armor. It was. Troll leather fucking armor. So, now I'm going to stop to pontificate and you all are going to listen because, yeah, captive audience. Unless you hit skip, please don't hit skip. Why do I like troll leather armor so damn much? Ordinary leather armor gives a very low base AC rating. I was under the impression it was 2, but apparently it's 3. 3 basic armor rating with an evasion modifier of -1. I'm not sure that's correct. I'm pretty sure it was just 2. No, it's AC3. My mistake. I'm thinking of something else. Yeah. Base armor rating of 2 with evade modifier of -1. You can train it up to +3. That's fantastic. Thing about basic leather armor, though, is it is going to impede your spell casting. All armors impede your spell casting based on how high their evade modifier negative is. -1 is the lightest, and it can be easily trained out of by bringing your armor skill up to, I think, 8 or 9 to be absolute, but if you're not wielding a shield, it takes less, and yeah. And the amount that it penalizes can also be overcome by just training your spell skills higher. So, you're gonna overcome that penalty pretty quick, eventually, for low-level spells. Higher-level spells will take longer. Then look at troll leather armor. It's 4, which is even better, and thanks to the way that AC helps reduce damage, your guaranteed damage rating is based entirely on how high your base armor. Guaranteed damage reduction rating is based entirely on how high your base armor is, but also it means I can enchant this armor even higher in the end, so that's great. But the most important reason is that it magically regenerates your health, and regeneration just rocks. It means that when you're running away from things, you gain health back at the rate of 1 health per 2 or 3 steps, rather than I'm not getting health back. I need to either cure or hide and then regen. This is a nice set of armor. I would take it over a single layer of fire resist any day. Problems with troll leather armor are mostly... Oh my god, the second scroll was acquirement? Fantastic. What do I want? I've already got a really nice weapon. That's the cutlass. I don't have a good book yet. I would like a good book, but I also haven't found enough books that... There's a good chance I would acquire a book and it would just be meh, as opposed to exactly what I need. You never really can go wrong by trying armor. It's 50-50, you get something you like, and here we go, artifact gloves. -3 gloves that give -3 dex and +3 strength. So it's kind of a 2 steps back, 1 step forward. If I really needed the strength boost, it'd be nice. I don't really need the strength boost right now, so I am going to... Oh, it's not cursed? I thought it was cursed. No, it was not cursed. Okay, cool. Well, in which case, I'm gonna stick with the higher AC at this point, because 5 AC is a lot less than 8, and 12 strength is not a lot more than 9 for a character like mine. But I will hang on to these gloves, because later in the game I might find that I want to wear a higher tier armor that requires the strength, and Dex is... Well, Dex is always going to be nice, actually. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see is the final answer. Let's drop some of this shit, including the new gloves. Now that we have the troll's attention, we'll confuse him and then shoot him. Well, this one's going to take more than 1 cast of lightning bolt, I'm afraid. Downsides to wearing troll leather armor are that, unlike running into a corner and hitting 5 and waiting it out, using trollish regeneration does use more food overall, so you will hunger more. But IMO, when you're a species that can eat, that shouldn't be a big deal to you. You should be okay with that. I don't want to get the curse from finishing the mummy, so let's let my imps finish that for me. And since I'm so hungry, I will go for some cheese. Totally gonna use the fire walk against this guy. There we go. He's dead. Why don't you also attempt the fire walk? You're dead too. Okay, another un-ID'd potion that needs IDing. Paralysis. And that's the other thing that sucks about using Scrolls of ID on potions, and the reason I don't do it very often. With the exception of the mutation potion, which is a big deal to accidentally quaff most of the time, and the cure mutation potion, which is a big waste to accidentally quaff. Most of the time, it doesn't really matter if you drink a bad potion, as long as you have the ability to heal or whatever. Oh, you shouldn't have told me where you were, idiot. Because now I can do this to you. Apparently he was carrying another potion of invisibility on him. Not the smartest tool in the shed, this guy. The heck? Something dealt me a lot of damage. I don't know what, but whatever. I'm actually running really low on hunger status. I'm gonna eat something small rather than something big because I don't want to be caught out of position to fight. Okay, I'm being attacked with a Wand of Disintegrate. That's why I'm taking so much damage. I'm gonna attack back with a Wand of Confusion. Wands of Confusion totally work on enemies that Mephitic doesn't. That came out wrong. Works on enemies regardless of whether or not they are Mephiticable. However, obviously, it can be resisted by enemies with good magic resist. So there's a fairly large subset of enemies that don't respond to either spell particularly, but it gives me another option to use. Come on, Epic Lightning Bolt hits everything, kills everything, and I'm free to cast fire, smack a troll. I'm definitely getting to the point where I'm using a lot more hungering spells or lightning bolts than I would like to have to. But since I'm already on dungeon floor 12, I don't have the luxury of using lower tier spells. I have to go for the big guns right now. My Conjurations is an impressive level 15 already, actually, so when I do enter the Lair, it's going to be like a downgrade in difficulty, hopefully. Could definitely work with that for a while. Okay, you know what? Let's put a fire cloud right here just so anything that tries to melee me gets scorched. I am standing on a spear trap. That doesn't seem like the smartest move I've ever made. But I don't think it can trigger while I'm standing on it. I have to move into it, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there we go. Several fire pits. Troll is dead. Okay, I think I got most of that armada. Yep, got them all. Continue working on clearing other shit. Hill Giant. Let's get out of immediate clubbing range and then magic dart him to death with safety. The age-old question, how much HP can a Hill Giant take in one turn? Answer, at least 50. So, yeah, there's no... While it's unlikely, it's quite possible for him to kill me in one turn. Why are you not wielding a... Oh, okay, because you hadn't seen me yet. Well, now you've seen me, motherfucker. Bet you wish you hadn't, though. Ha-ha! Okay. Again, the beauty of Trollish Armor. I totally just regenerated all my health as fast as I regenerated all my mana, despite having taken a reasonable amount of damage. God, I wish I had Poison Cloud right now. good. Double plus good. Triple plus good. Okay, a lot of stuff taken down. God damn. Do I have remove curse? Yeah, let's test wear this ring real quick. Magical power. I can totally work with this. I don't actually need it per se, but I would rather have that than have evade, so yeah, that's a win. Also, I'm going to drop this int +1 ring because at this point there are just strictly superior options, so I'm never going to use it again. This is going to be a wand of recharging since I've already ID'd the identification scroll and the enchant armor scroll. Unfortunately, none of these are really worth recharging. I think I'm going to put it on confusion because of a lot of these, that's the one that is most likely to help me in a situation where my other skills can't. You're all in a line. And when the planets all align, lightning shoots from the deep elf. Okay, well, there goes my mephitic power. Oh, you were never mephitic. My mistake. That's why you took so long to kill. I didn't mephitic you. Again, limits of weight capacity. Let's drop the second book of air. A Hydra. It's gonna see me soon enough, so I'm gonna start backing away now. Soon enough it'll see me. I'm gonna turn on swiftness. Gain a little bit of a lead. Okay, now that I have that lead, let's confuse it. Okay, how many fucking... Blink, because I'm fucked. It shouldn't have been able to resist all of those. I guess my low evocations is the problem. Blasting it to death with lightning was kind of sort of not what I wanted to have to do there, but okay, good plan B. Next, I've zapped this wand of disintegration 9 times. Yeah, let's just drop it. It's already empty. Good. Lair has spawned on the lowest possible floor for it. Floor 13. Damn, that's just bad luck. Also, I still haven't found any spells in fire, which is eventually what I would like to go into since I have good rings for it already. But all of that stops seeming really important when you realize, oh god, please let me out of the net. Thank god. That could have been scary. It's a good thing I had my mephitic off. You can't cure out of being in a net. Definitely strength. And notice that my intelligence went up anyway because I'm a deep elf. Okay, I need options. Options. Well, one of my options is to stop playing because it's been like a half hour and I should probably cut the vid. That's probably the option I'm going to go with. So, for the time being, I'd like you guys to notice that Freezing Cloud, despite having no points in ice whatsoever, is already at 22% since it too is an air spell. And given that I'm going to eventually want Poison Cloud, I might just pump air magic up another 2 levels. Say Sucks to be You when I find Dig eventually, and other earth spells that I like, and just train for them accordingly. And then use Freezing Cloud as my level 6 nuker spell until I find good fire stuff. I think that's what I'm going to have to do, because this is getting ridiculous, and I'm going to have to be a little more flexible if I want to win. Alright, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.